اهلا بيكم يا شباب، حلقه جديده من ليه في الدراع. انا مصطفى، والنهارده هنكمل جاد اوف وور 4. هسيب لكم لينك فوق في الاي عشان لو فاتكم الفيديو اللي فات تتفرجوا عليه. يلا بينا نبدا. انا مش مصدق ان احنا شفنا زوس موجود في اللعبه دي.
We shouldn't delay, brother. It's straight back to Midgard with that heart.
انا رايح والله. انا لسه قلقان من اللي كان بيحصل قبل ما احنا نمشي. كان في حاجه بتحصل. اوكي. انا ليه بلف؟
Your father was Zeus? I finally understand. I'm dangling from the hip of the bloody ghost of Sparta.
ايه ده، انت سمعت عني؟
Call me that.
Oh, don't mistake me, brother. From what I heard, the Pantheon had it coming. But it's still a bit to take in. I knew you hate gods, but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must never know.
Bollocks, brother. Respectfully, bollocks. He has to know. He'll never be whole without the truth.
هو واضح ان انا لازم اقول.
You hate the gods, all gods. It's no accident that includes yourself, and it includes your boy. You see that? He feels that. He can't help what he is. Can't begin to help it because you haven't even told him. It's all connected, man.
You will tell him nothing.
Very well.
بس انت نفسك لازم تقول له. الواد عيان.
So you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made it better.
أخيراً?
Or I might have broke it.
We use that.
I know you do. So I took a few cuts from them winds of hell and made it so it ain't just one way. Now you can use it to travel to and from.
شكراً.
But it breaks it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an
فعلا.
idea, brother.
حلو منك يا كريتوس.
Might be some kinks to sort out, but you'll make it.
Just go, brother.
اوكي، هنروح على فريا على طول دلوقتي. فين اهي. Which is cave upper level. يلا بينا يا جماعة. انا خايف على اترياس. ابني بعد كل ده. انا جاي لك يا ضنايا، ما تخافش. هو كان بيحذرني ان there might be a few kinks. هو زي ما هو مفيش حاجة اتغيرت. اوكي، الباب اهو.
Well, this isn't right. But close enough. He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry.
هو احنا بعد. اوكي. يلا بينا. فريا افتحي الباب. ابني فين؟
The heart.
You have it.
Yes.
Back of your hand.
He is still ill.
I can break the fever, but to heal,
He must know the truth of what he is.
yes.
It is not so simple.
Help me prop him up.
يعني احنا عملنا كل ده عشان ننزل حرارته بس؟ يعني كان ممكن نعمل كمادات.
Did I tell you that I have a son too?
You did say you're a mother.
It's been forever since I last saw him. At his birth, the runes foretold a needless death. The babe in my arms was so small, so helpless. I knew right then I would do anything to protect him, no matter the sacrifice. Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him. I know the truth isn't simple, but nothing is when it involves your child.
It is a curse. The boy has been cursed.
Don't leave without me.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that. Is he well enough to travel?
For now.
It won't happen again. I promise.
دي مش غلطتك.
You see that it does not.
تسلموا بالشمال. تربيتوا فين انتوا؟
Freya,
الحمد لله على
I will
السلامة.
not forget this.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
That's Vanaheim, isn't it?
You figured that out, did you?
فين؟
Well, the window looks like Bifrost crystal. And I know that's not what's on the other side of the wall. And, well, it makes you sad.
You are wise for one so young. Yes, this is a window to a home I left long ago. But it is only a view.
The thing that happened to you in Alphon. You can't leave Midgard, can you?
A gift from my former husband upon our separation.
أودن.
Why would Odin trap you in Midgard?
Petty cruelty would be reason enough for him. But as with all his rash decisions, he's driven by fear. The Vanir were the greatest threat to the Aesir until our marriage brokered peace. Many of the Vanir now think I betrayed them. The fruits of my sacrifice. To be hated by my own kind. To trap me here is to ensure I can never make it right.
So I was wondering, why do you live under a turtle?
انت صحي ترغي بقى.
He was my first friend here in Midgard. He offered me shelter, and in return I provide him with protection against the evils of the forest.
Cute.
Golden boar, giant turtle? You sure have some interesting friends.
مش عايز ترغي في حاجة تانية؟ يلا طلع الانرجي كلها بعد ما انا رحت هل ورجعت لك.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore Tyr's vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
I don't know.
ايه
I
ده
guess
فين؟
we need a boat.
Okay then.
ايه ده انت زعلان مني ولا ايه؟ كان في حتة احنا عملنا تليبورت منها. هي فين؟ اوكي هي مش هنا. تعال نكمل الطريق يمكن يبقى في حاجة قدامنا. تريس انت لسه بتحبني مش كده؟ تريس فاكر قبل ما انت تايه احنا كنا اصحاب وقتلت ماجني. اجيب لك يويو طيب؟ يويو تلعب بيه تنبسط. مش عارف افرحك ازاي. انا علمتك ان السكوت الحل ده، انا على طول برغي معاك.
Ah, see? The boat washed ashore. Someone did call a serpent earlier.
ايوه انا هموت واعرف ايه اللي حصل بقى. الباب اهو، بس مش مشكلة.
Get in. I will pull. You are quiet.
ده المستغرب.
Are you not better?
I guess.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya. You think you understand, but you do not. Why do you say nothing?
You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you. I know I was never what you wanted. But after all this, I thought maybe things were different.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth. The truth. I am a god, boy.
قال له.
From another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you. Boy, have you nothing to say?
Can I turn into an animal?
Can you turn into an animal?
هو ده ردة فعلك؟
No. No, I do not think so.
I'm a god. Mother knew? She was a god too?
No. She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
I'm a god. Why did you wait so long to tell me?
عشان he hates gods.
I had hoped to spare you. Being a god, it can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
What sorts of things can I do? Can I fly? Or turn invisible?
انت لحد دلوقتي الابيلتي بتاعتك الوحيدة ان انت بتكلم الحيوانات.
I do not know the reach of your godhood. But over time, we will learn.
You sure I can't turn into a wolf?
You are welcome to surprise me.
Is this why I hear voices sometimes? Are
ممكن.
you sure you've never heard any?
Not as you do.
That's no surprise. Every god is unique.
So, maybe I won't get strong like Father, but I'll have abilities all my own?
You already do, laddie. Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Time alone will tell what else you'll become capable of.
So you knew all along?
I did, lad. But I've known more than my share of gods.
Me too, apparently. I wonder who else knew I was a god. Freya for sure. Brock and Sindri?
They do not need to know.
Baldur! Does he know? Is that why he's after us? Do you know him from before?
The day of your mother's funeral was the first I ever saw Baldur. That is the truth.
Hey, we don't have to go right back to Jer's vault, do we? I mean, we're gods. We can do whatever we want, right?
The world
What do you
serpent اهو.
really feel like doing right now?
I will show you.
The world serpent اهو لسه موجود. فالفايت بتاع راجناروك اكيد ما حصلش، بس في حاجة حصلت، حد استدعاه وفي حاجة حصلت. ايه هي بقى معرفش. ممكن يبقى مودي.
Hey, if I'm a god, maybe I can fly.
No, no! God's two must stay on the path, I promise you.
تيجي نجرب تاني؟
Do you know why there are no more giants left in Midgard? I mean, not counting the serpent from the future.
Well, they did not take me into their confidence about that, Odin's convictions to the contrary. But I know this. If I'd spent the better part of 60 winters seeing my best and brightest cut down by Thor and that damn hammer, I might very well go home to lick my wounds. It's too bad. I was fond of every giant I ever met.
So that's why they destroyed the bridges to Jotunheim. So the Aesir couldn't follow. And is that why there's no tower in the lake?
I doubt it's a coincidence.
So you think when we get to Jotunheim, we might find giants there?
Anything's possible.
The giants left Midgard to escape Thor's slaughter. Most likely their work destroying the bridges to travel there. What did they do to make Jotunheim Tower in the lake disappear? تعال نجرب علشان انت شبطتني في الموضوع ده.
We jump.
Really?
انت اللي
dear.
قلت you can fly. هنموت صح؟ انا جربتها قبل كده ومت.
Bad idea!
طب ليه شبطتني؟
So why do they call Odin the Lord of the Hang?
That refers to a modest example of Odin's thirst for knowledge. The time he spent 9 days a dead man.
ايه؟
Hung himself by the neck from Yggdrasil's branches,
فعلا؟
put his
موت
spear
نفسه؟
through his own side and bled down into the well of destiny. He roamed the realms of the dead and plundered the world tree of its secrets, until I think quite rightly it got fed up with him and sent him back to the land of the living.
ما
Did I
تهزرش.
not mention he was barking mad?
هو موت نفسه علشان يكتشف أسرار الورلد تري. Odin spent 9 days dead hanging from Yggdrasil, the world tree, for the wisdom of life and death and destiny. He goes really far to get what he wants. انتوا متخيلين يا جماعة ان هو قتل نفسه عشان يعرف سر الحياة والموت؟
Here's something I can't figure out. Odin wants to prevent Ragnarok, but the serpent's already been there and seen it. So hasn't he already failed?
Fate's a tricky thing, lad. And Odin's just arrogant enough to think he can get the best of it.
Fate is another lie told by the gods. Nothing is written that cannot be unwritten.
On that, brother, you and the All-Father may just agree. Even if he can't prevent Ragnarok, he still hopes to learn enough details to influence the outcome. Remind me later to tell you about the wolves.
الحكاية بتاعته ما بتخلصش يا جماعة. I love it. Odin thinks he can beat fate and change Ragnarok. Even though the serpent's already been through it, Father doesn't think much of fate either. Another lie told by the gods, so they have that in common. هو فعلا كريتوس غير الفيت بتاعه 50 مرة. عندكش أي حاجة ندردش فيها؟
Syndrome. I know I should stay out of your family business. I just don't get why Thor abusing your creation would drive you and Brock apart. It wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm glad you forgive our part in that. But when you've witnessed that much devastation and loss, and you know it couldn't have happened without you, it's simply not so easy to forgive yourself or your partner. We tried to make up for it, of course, but that's a whole other sad story, as I'm sure you know.
I do?
Atreus, enough.
All right.
أيوة في صوت تنين بقى هنا. خش له منين ده؟ في باب اهو. تعال نشوف. اهو تنين.
Ah, Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Like, Fafnir's storeroom Fafnir?
The very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. And now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
طيب واظن على التنين ده هننهي حلقة النهاردة.
The next day.
وزي ما كنا احنا كنا سيبنا الحلقة عند التنين اللي قابلناه جديد. تعالوا نشوف بقى ده هنحرره ازاي المرة دي. الحلو يا جماعة ان احنا الدراجون اللي حررناه المرة اللي فاتت لحد دلوقتي لسه البومل بتاعت الفاس هي اللي انا خدتها منه. فغالبا لو احنا حررنا ده هناخد منه حاجة حلوة برضه. بس يا رب ما يقعدش يضربنا زي اللي فات. اللي فات كان بهدلنا ضرب. اوه هيضربنا برضه. يا عم التنين والله بحاول انقذك بقى، ما تقعدش تعمل فيا نفس اللي عمله التاني. ايه ده؟ ما خدتش بالي منه. شفت اتريس وهو بيضربه؟ امسك. برمي عليا حاجه كمان. اوكي ادي واحد. بيضربنا. بقى اتنين.
How did your friend become a dragon, Mimir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. It's a constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Vanir alike. Trust him, this we liberated, brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this. Greedy little dwarf sun dragon.
انت طيب يا ميمير. اتس اوكي خلصنا. هنبقى نلم الحاجات دي بعدين. تيجي نكسر ده بس. مستر تنين فين بقيت؟ واو انت شكلك حلو قوي من قريب. اوكي خلاص شكرا. توقفنا لاعجابه كفايه. انا اشوف بقيه الحاجات فين بعدين نبقى نلم الحاجات دي. هو انا كنت هنا؟ انا كنت هنا. انا بخالف كلامي كتير قوي. اهو في طريق من هنا. اوب هيا بنا يا اتريس. تفتكر الدورف كينج برضه هو اللي اثره هنا؟ ايه ده؟ ده ترافلر؟ مستر ترافلر انت ما بقتش شخص عادي كل شويه قبله عادي كده. يلا نضرب ده لحد ما الاسم تشتغل. خطة ذكاء. لا فيش وقت تضرب. اوبا ابعد. اخرب بيتك بيفكر نفسه.
How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have.
He is slow but very sturdy. We should dodge his horizontal swing backwards and his vertical swing sideways, and attack him in the time
Stolen a
it takes
trinket
to
from the
recover.
wrong Vanir goddess.
يبقى سرق من مين؟ هتقول لي مثلا فريا. بس الفانير جادز المفروض ان هم طيبين مش كده؟ الايسير هم الولاد. طيب باقي واحدة كمان نكسرها. هي فين بقى؟ افترض ان هي الناحية التانية. كريتوس ممكن تنط؟ شكرا. اها لقينا التالتة. كسرناها.
Think he'll remember you?
I don't know, lad. A lot's changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs.
You did have legs. تعالى اقرا يا boy.
This is good to know.
طب قول لي طيب what is good to know. Fafnir's tale. If you're reading this, go away. You don't belong here. This is my ravine and don't touch any of my stuff on your way out. You're still here? I told you to leave. These are my treasures and you can't have them. The best stuff is in my storeroom. Anyways, but don't think about going there. The place is well guarded. I made sure of that. Just leave me be. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. Certainly not any of Vivaldi's stupid sons warning me about the dangers of greed. I only need look in my newly acquired veneer mirror to see what it does to my skin. But I don't care. My treasure makes me feel safe, and it warms me from the inside, like the breath of a dragon. Get lost. يو idiot، المراية كانت بتحولك لدراجون اصلا. بس حلو يا جماعة، يعني شفتوا الجشع بيعمل ايه في الواحد؟ بجد اللعبة دي مليانة حكم ودروس. اهدى، انا جاي احررك. جاي احررك. انا مش عارف انا بضرب في ايه. هوبا. يعني ايه؟ انا بموت بوي. هيلب. ايه اللي بيضربني اصلا؟ الواد انصهر يعني. واتش اوت من ايه؟ حرام. اللي فيه ايه اللي بيضربني يا جماعه؟ فيس ممكن تقولي لي بيضربني؟ لا دي ويتش، ده مش ويتش، اسمه ايه دي؟ انا بكره البتوع دول. تعالى تعالى هنا يا جزمة.
That was difficult.
That was difficult. بس اللي احنا هنجيبه من الدراجون ده هيخلينا اقوى. مستر دراجون اهدى. بطل تبقى مشاغب.
Yes, sir.
تعالى اطعن البتاع دي في وشها. دقيقة واحدة كمان. احنا اصحاب. احنا اصحاب.
There you go, you wee little bugger. Be free.
Good boy.
Well, the dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
ايه بقى؟ Brilliant scale of the chained. Rare enchantment. Moderate perk activation chance to grant a blessing of runic and lose a runic attack. مش حاسس ان ادالنا حاجة حلوة على فكرة. حاسس ان ضحك عليا. عموما متشكر. Fafnir. Fafnir was a dwarf, one of the sons of Ivaldi. According to Mimir, but he was very greedy, and his greed turned him into a dragon. It sounds ridiculous, but I saw him with my own eyes. He was a dragon. I wonder if it was painful to turn from dwarf to dragon. How long did it take? I had a bunch of questions for him, but he flew off before I could ask any.
Lemire, why don't you tell us the story of the giant that stole Thor's hammer?
Happily, my boy. It involves your friend Freya, too,
Either
though I
Freya?
don't expect it's one she'd enjoy being reminded of. The giant was called Thrym, and he proved cunning enough to make off with Mjolnir while the Thunder Lummox slept. Sadly for Thrym, he didn't always think with his brain. Though he had robbed the greatest giant killer of his greatest weapon, he offered to trade it back to the Aesir in exchange for Freya as his
Yeah,
bride.
happy.
Now, at this point, Freya was married to Odin, and Odin, frankly, would have traded her for a sufficiently strong mead, but he saw an opportunity here. Thrym's palace was in Jotunheim, and only giants know the way. By agreeing to the marriage, they'd have to escort Freya back to their realm.
يا غبي.
So, Odin coerced Freya into using her Sather magics to conceal Thor, so he could sneak along with her and infiltrate Jotunheim. When the hammer was produced as the wedding dowry, Thor revealed himself. He took back Mjolnir and wasted no time in smashing Thrym's skull, followed by every other giant present for the festivities. The only thing that put a stop to it was Freya, who wanted no part of this massacre. She cast a powerful spell that hurtled them both out of Jotunheim with no means of return. Odin was livid, hoping that Thor's foothold in Jotunheim would become his own. And oh, would he ever revenge himself upon Freya?
What is the point of this story, Head?
Well, for Thrym, the lesson would be to keep his priorities straight. For
Thrym the Cunning ransomed Mjolnir for Freya, and Odin went along to sneak Thor into Jotunheim. If not for Freya, he might have killed every last giant there.
Freya, it's that doing good has a price. For Thor, it's that no object of power makes you what you are, and if what you are is the biggest butchering bastard in the 9 realms, nobody can take that away from you.
شكرا لمتابعتك الفيديو للاخر. لو عجبك دوس لايك واتفرج على بقية فيديوهاتي من هنا، اشترك في القناة عشان مفوتكش اي فيديو قدام. افتكر دايما العيب مش فيك، العيب في الدراع.